them.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So just so you know, guys, I'm gonna end this game by the way. Just so you know, on Wednesday you're gonna have an outs test. And as soon as I have confirmation of the topics, I'll let you know. But you will be having an outs test.
Mr. Did you put me here?
Report.
Oh, one at a time, guys. What happened? Yes, it will go to your report. Okay. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Brilliant. What page is it in your books?
Same, 54.
54, good. And our title today, Muhammad Ibrahim, is?
It is Mr. on
Yeah.
unicellular. I don't know, Mr. how to say.
Cellular, unicellular.
Or multicellular.
Good. And what's our learning objective?
Our learning objective is how do different species of an unicellular organism vary.
Thank you very much, Muhammad Ibrahim. And now can I ask Bilal, what does unicellular mean and what does multicellular mean? What do you think?
Organisms with more than one cell are called multicellular, and an organism with one cell is called unicellular.
Excellent, well done. Now, our learning objective, it says, how do different species of unicellular, we all know what unicellular means now because Bilal kindly told us. How do different species of unicellular organisms vary? What does vary mean, someone? Vary, what does vary mean? How are they different, or how do they change depending on the organism? Now, can I ask, I'm going to ask, let's see who's available. Let's ask, can everyone see the screen, yeah? So the first question is, which type of blood cell carries blood away from the heart? Can I ask, does Jasim have a mic?
Yes, yes.
Jasim, tell me. Question number 1, which one do you choose? I'll give you a clue. Away from the heart. Away.
Okay. Artery.
Okay. Could I ask Ahmed Ahmed, please? Which type of blood vessel carries blood back to the heart? Ahmed?
I think Mr. Capillary.
Capillaries? Okay. Which type of blood vessel is the narrowest? Ahmed Swedi. First of all, what does narrow mean?
What does narrowest mean?
Yeah, I'm asking you. What does it mean?
Means like the smallest one?
Yeah.
Capillary.
Okay, thank you. Safe, which type of blood vessel carries blood to the liver?
I think capillary.
Capillary? Okay. Khalaf, which type of blood vessel has a very thin wall?
Capillary.
Capillary? Capillary everywhere. Which type of blood vessel carries blood away from the brain? Can I ask Ghanim, please?
Veins.
Veins, okay. Which type of blood vessel exchanges substances with body cells? Could I ask Ahmed Yusuf? Ahmed, you there? No? Okay. Khalid Imadi, which type of blood vessel exchanges substances with body cells? Which type of blood vessel exchanges or swaps substances with body cells? So they'll need to be small enough to interact with body cells. Which one is it?
Capillary.
Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, we got some wrong. Let's try again. So, number 2, who shall we ask? Let's see. Let's ask Sultan Khalid.
Here.
Sultan Khalid. Number 2, which type of blood vessel carries blood back to the heart?
Veins.
Veins, you say? Okay. Let's see who we can ask. Let's ask Sultan Majid. Sultan Majid, are you there? Are you there? No? Let's choose somebody else. Let's ask Mohammed Hamid, are you there? Mohammed Hamid.
Yes.
Okay, so which type of blood vessel carries blood to the liver?
Artery.
Let's have a look. Well done. Excellent, guys. Completed that. Right, now. Hang on a second. Let's just get rid of this. Okay, so can I ask Khalif, please, to read?
Yes, an organism is a living thing. All organisms carry out 7 life processes.
Slowly.
Movement, reproduction, sensitivity, growth, respiration, excretion, and nutrition. Organisms are all based on cells. Organisms made of many cells are said to be multicellular. An adult human is made up of multicellular. An adult is made up of about 37 million cells. Cells of the same type are grouped together as tissues. Different tissues form organs, and organs work together in an organ system. Large multicellular organisms use organ system to help them carry out the life processes.
Oops. Yeah, thank you. So, we know what multicellular means. Organisms made up of many different cells. Jasim, are you unicellular or multicellular?
Yes.
Are you unicellular or multicellular? You.
Me.
Yeah. What are you?
Multicellular.
Multicellular. Good. Okay, so because cells, when they're all grouped together, they form tissues. Different tissues make organs, and we know this from year 7, by the way. And many organs work together to make organ systems. So large multicellular organisms like us, humans, use organ systems to do what? To help carry out life processes. What are life processes? Mrs. Gren, if you remember from year 7, okay? Now the problem comes, actually before we go into that, so it says name one organ system that helps humans carry out each life process. Can I ask Bilal? Name one organ system that helps humans.
Digestion.
Okay, helps what? So it says each life process. So if we go back to our book, the life processes are here. So movement. So we'll start with movement. Which organ system helps with movement?
I don't know stuff.
Don't know?
No.
Say. What moves your muscles?
What move my muscle?
Yeah. What moves your muscles? Everyone put their right hand up now. I'm doing it. How comes your right hand went up? Who told it to go up in your body?
Our brain.
The brain.
Your brain. So your brain is part of which organ system?
Nerve.
Nervous system. Okay. Our next life process is reproduction. So that's the reproductive system. Sensitivity, growth, respiration. Bilal, you said digestion. So which life process is for digestion? Bilal.
Nutrition.
Nutrition, great. Okay, what about okay, we'll leave it for that. So Ahmed Swadi, are plants multicellular? And explain your reasoning.
I think Mr. They say that if they are multicellular or they are asking me.
I'm asking you.
I think they are maybe unicellular.
Why?
Because maybe they have a cell, but I don't know, Mr. How to explain.
Okay. Does everyone agree with Ahmed?
No.
No, who's that? Who said no?
Muhammad al-Kawari.
Yeah, Mohammed, why?
I don't know.
You don't know. Does anyone else disagree with Ahmed? Ahmed said that plants are unicellular. Anyone else?
Yes, Mr. Me.
Go on.
Because Mr. Howard, they need more than one cell for respiration.
Okay, good. So plants are actually multicellular. So we'll go back to the first question. Movement, the locomotor system, which is actually like the nervous system. Reproduction, reproductive system. Sensitivity, nervous system. Growth, locomotor system. So that's to do with your muscles. Respiration, gas exchange system. And the circulatory system. Excretion, the urinary system. When you go toilet, and nutrition, Bilal said digestive system.
Shall I write them in my book, the answers?
You can, yes. Right, so plants, they're multicellular. Why? Because they're made of loads of cells. We're made of loads of cells. Okay, guys, this is being recorded, so you should be taking notes in your own time, okay? So just look back at the video so we can move on. Okay, Ahmed?
Okay.
And remember, you need to be watching the videos because you do have an ALTS exam when?
On Wednesday.
Wednesday. Thank you very much.
Wednesday.
Thank you very much. Okay, so now we move on. So if we have a look here now. Actually, just before then, it says here, so some organisms are just made out of one cell. But this cell still carries out all of the 7 life processes. This one-celled organism are described as?
Unicellular.
Thank you, unicellular. They are also called microorganisms because they're very, very small. Okay, so some living things are actually only one cell. Okay, now diffusion. Khalaf, please. Actually, not
diffusion
Khalaf.
on
No, not Khalaf. Sorry. Let's ask Ahmed Swaidi.
I read, Mr.
Yep.
All matter is made up of particles that are constantly moving, so particles can travel from one place to another without anything moving them. This is diffusion. Materials such as oxygen that a unicellular organisms need can diffuse into the cell and diffuse around inside the cell. There is a limit through because if a cell were too big, it might not be able to fill up to fill up with all the materials it needs quickly enough.
Good. Continue.
The tissue is multicellular organisms need to have raw materials transported to them because diffusion would be too slow.
So, for example, us, we're multicellular organisms, right?
Yes.
We need transport systems because diffusion will be too slow. We need transport systems for raw materials. Raw materials, for example, glucose from food, oxygen, yeah, for respiration. Now, if you imagine our cells could diffuse oxygen. So you put your finger in the air and oxygen goes through your fingers. By the time this oxygen goes all the way to our brain, because our brain needs it for respiration, right? To stay alive. It will take
Yes.
so long to reach our brain will what?
Die.
Die. So that's why large organisms need
Transported raw material.
transport systems. Yes, transport systems like our blood. However, if we were just one cell, do we need a digestive system? Do we need blood? Do we?
What, Mr.?
If we were only
No,
one,
Mister, no.
no, we don't. Why? Because we're small enough for the raw materials like glucose to diffuse into the places we need it. Okay? So that's diffusion. Diffusion just means the movement of particles without energy. So here's a picture that shows diffusion. So diffusion fills the cell with enough raw materials. It's just the movement of particles from a high amount to a low amount. Now this large substance, look, the cell cannot get filled with enough raw materials. Why? It's too big. It's too big, as you can see, yeah? Make sense?
Yes.
Good. Now, that's diffusion. Now we come on to microorganisms and kingdoms. Can I ask, let's see, who has a good voice? Let's ask Jasim. Can you read, please?
Organisms are classified into 5 kingdoms based on what their cells look like. Yersinia pestis, which causes plague, is a bacterium. All bacteria are in the prokaryote kingdom. Unicellular protists are larger than bacteria. Unicellular fungi, example, yeasts, are usually smaller than prototists, but bigger than bacteria. Viruses cause diseases like chickenpox, influenza, flu, and measles. However, they are not living things because they cannot live without being inside a living cell. They do carry out the life process for the cells.
They do not.
They do not
Carry out
the life process for the cells.
themselves. Okay, so this coronavirus, Is it living? Coronavirus, is it living?
No, no, mister.
No.
Why? Why?
Because they cannot live without being inside a living cell.
Excellent. Who said that?
Me, Abdulaziz Ahmed.
Well done, Abdulaziz. Right. Ghanim, how many kingdoms are there for living things?
5.
5 kingdoms for microorganisms. Good. They are bacteria, which is part of prokaryotes, then unicellular organisms like Protoptis, then other unicellular organisms like fungi, and plants and plants and animals, sorry. Okay, so if we have a look at this table, it shows us that prokaryotes, for example, bacteria, always remember, bacteria are prokaryotes. And they're all unicellular. That means they're made of one cell. It shows us here the different parts of the cell. So bacteria, they have cytoplasm, cell membrane. Do they have a nucleus?
No, mister.
No, they don't. Good. Mitochondria, they don't have cell wall. They do have chloroplast, they don't have. Protoptis, the really small microorganisms, they generally have everything, but some of them don't have a cell wall and some of them don't have chloroplast. Fungi, again, they have everything, but they don't have chloroplast. Where do we find chloroplast? Safe, where do we find chloroplast?
Can I ask the question again?
Where do we find chloroplast?
Where do you find what?
Chloroplasts.
So I know the answer. I say them.
Tell me.
Like the leaf in the plant.
Yeah, so in the plants, look at the table. It says, look, plants contain chloroplast.
Plant.
Do animals contain chloroplast?
No.
No, they don't. Okay, so this table is very important. If we have a look at diagram D, it shows us the size of each kingdom. So look at animals or humans, they're the biggest. Then there's plants, then fungi, then protoptists, then another type of fungi here, yeast, bacteria, the small. But what's the smallest? Even though it's not living or part of the kingdoms. Huh?
Mister, we
What's the
check this diagram in our book.
You don't have it?
Yes.
Okay, well, it says, what does it say here? Can you see?
Cold
A
Virus.
virus, yeah, exactly. So viruses are very, very small. Although they're not living, they're very, very small.
Corona.
Corona, exactly. Right, guys. What's on here? Okay. So, what we're going to do now, I'm going to assign you some work to do. Right now. Okay. Just give me a minute. While I'm doing that, what I want you to do is have a look at these questions once it loads up. I'm going to give you a few minutes. I want you to write it down, write your answers down. I'm going to ask you your answers, okay? 1, 2, 3. These questions. Go. Do it now. Everyone done? No?
Mister, did you do the register?
Mm-hmm. Who's that?
عبد العزيز الأنصاري.
Why are you late?
Mister, I was taking a shower.
That's not good enough, is it?
No.
Do you know what's happening on Wednesday?
No, what's happening on Wednesday?
Can somebody tell him?
No, don't say for him. He will be sad. He is now happy.
Yeah, but he'll be sad on Wednesday.
Mister, what's happening on Wednesday?
exam on ours.
Well,
صدمة كبيرة.
Everyone done with their answers? I'm gonna give you guys 2 more minutes. Okay, guys, time is up. Right, could I ask, Safe, why might a unicellular organism need oxygen?
To live.
Yeah, what does it use oxygen for?
To fill up all material it needs quickly.
That doesn't quite make sense. It's not a balloon. Bilal, your answer, please.
For which question?
Number 3.
Because they need to respire.
Excellent, okay. Ahmed Swedi, what did you say?
Mister, I wrote that to diffuse into the cell and diffuse around of the cell.
Okay, you're saying how it takes in oxygen. You're not saying why it needs it. Okay, Khalaf, number 4, please. How does oxygen...
Or yes, I think
Sorry?
the answer for 4.
You said, oh, that's the answer for 4. I said, what was your answer for question 3?
Oh, okay.
What was your answer for question 3?
Same as the to respire oxygen.
Okay, thank you. Khalif, your answer for number 4, please.
They allow oxygen to enter a cell membrane through the process of diffusion.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask Khalid, please? Your answer for number 4.
Sorry.
Khalid. Now Khalid. Jasim, let's hear your answer for number 4, please.
Mister, I am here, huh?
I don't know who you are.
Amar.
Amar. Why are you so late, Amar?
I was sleeping, Mister.
Oh, come on. Not good enough.
Give him 10 minus point.
And now you don't know what's happening on Wednesday.
I was never him.
Mr. It's okay, keep it a surprise.
There's test on Wednesday. I would.
Oof.
Congratulations.
What unit we have on the exam?
Yeah, as soon as they confirm with me, I'll tell you. But anyway, let's carry on. Safe. Which organ system transports material to all the cells in the human's body?
Circular system.
Circulatory system. Okay. Khalaf, why do multicellular organisms need efficient transport systems?
Because simple diffusion would be too slow to transport nutrients and remove waste.
Great. Ahmed, Amr. Is he there? Can you guys mark your questions and give yourself a mark out of 1, 2, 3, 4?
Mister, I sent it in general.
So again?
I sent my answers in the chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Great. Okay, what you need to do now is if you... Has it posted yet? Has the assignments posted? Has it posted, guys? No?
Yes.
You should have. Okay, so you've got some assignments to do now. So you need to do that before the end of the lesson. You've got forms and you've got worksheet. Did the forms come? Yes, there is. Here, the forms are there. And your
Mister,
worksheet is there.
forms you have to write.
The first question, yeah.
Why, يا أخي?
Okay, guys, that's what you need to do before the end of the lesson. And you've got half an hour to do it in, okay? And return it back to me. You are now free to leave the group. I'm going to check your assignments. I'll still be online if you need help. Yes, who's that?
Mister, that's 2 times.
Whoa, one at a time.
Mr.
What
Center,
happened?
I write the answer, it's correct, but your answer that you put is different than mine. So they count it as the wrong answer.
Yeah, don't worry because I'll check. I'll check your
Mister,
answer.
how we do question 1?
You write it in.
How write 10?